nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Jaguars will boot it away to start the game. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Army's offense is on the field for the first time today. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good, he is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Robinson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there because the QB got it to his guy early. He was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He'll do it himself. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Got room at the 35. Just steamrolling his way through. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Army!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner goes down. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will take the field for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You got to give kudos to this defense. They are so well coached up. How about the awareness and the ability to play with great eye discipline? They located the football. They located that receiver on the jet sweep, and were able to make the tackle.
Across the 25, he's got room. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Jaguars!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. 10. Touchdown, Black Knights. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Looking to move it through the air. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Jaguars are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. The give to the left side. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll try the run. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll give it to the back. Bulls his way forward. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snaps it in the shotgun. Buys a little time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Power football with the run. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox. Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He'll pitch it. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. A 3rd and long coming up here. Now on the option. The pitch. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Army! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Anytime with the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this.
They're going to open this drive with a pass.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Fresno State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Working that left side now. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find it.
It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touch. Bars. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make the play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Black Knights. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score in every possession.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Jaguars will punt this one away. He gets a block. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink, and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get aggressive and maybe create a turnover?
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. On the option. He'll keep it himself. Now the pitch. And they get to him just before he scores. Run out of bounds at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Barrels ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Army!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And the Black Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 40, there he goes. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, South Alabama. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys. These explosive plays like this, you hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. The option look. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
This quarterback is so dangerous, and it looked like the defense had him corralled. It looked like they were ready for him to keep the football, but that quarterback is just too good. He's like a water bug. So good, short area quickness, able to make guys miss, then go get the first.
On the option. He'll pull it on the read. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the single back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on second down. Back open in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll run the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's why this quarterback is such a big weapon, guys, because in this area of the field, they can call these design QB runs, get the extra blocker at the point of attack, and go score. And they showed you that physicality there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game,
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars!
one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physical.
Oh, look out! He's inside the 40. Strikes the blow. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll try the right side. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Army!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Mississippi State is putting on a show offensively. It feels like they've been ringing those cowbells all game. They're up by 17 over Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that pass intercepted. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Black 24.
On the option. Now the toss. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Here on third down.
691, Gators far.
Goes to the option. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they go back to the option play. Now, this is the second time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the Jaguars want to move quickly.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. The quick out. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Jaguars are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
That's so frustrating. I got you in the perfect situation. I get you in third and long, more predictable. I know it's going to be a pass, and then Houdini pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes something happen, scrambles around, gets the first down. Goodness gracious, this guy is so good.
Stopped after making the catch. The Jaguars have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw on second down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, South Alabama. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit...
Touchdown, Army! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after it. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Jaguars want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw here on second down. He's got the back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
The Jaguars will snap it on first and 10. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. From the gun on third down. Moving away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Jaguars have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On second down, looking again to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it's caught! Touchdown, Jaguars!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 18 over the Pandas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
Clear. Clear. Belly starter.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. He'll toss it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Trying to find his man on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Fires to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big...
Lofts one high and deep. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Now the pitch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Cut, cut, cut.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw on second down. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has been